Yeah, I got a question for Phil and Tom.
Yeah.
So you guys represent agencies that stand up for low-income people, consumers. As you know, Senator Dodd, rightfully or wrongfully, has been in a lot of political heat recently for helping AIG executives get bonuses from bailout money, for the TARP bill and whether that protected consumers or not, for the loans he got from Countrywide Mortgage while he was regulating them. Do you feel like you're being used to stand here and say thank you for standing up to Wall Street when the senator is getting so much heat for not standing up to Wall Street?
I'll take that one. Absolutely not. On this issue, Senator Dodd has been the best in the entire country. He continues to be the best in the country. The issues you raised about AIG and the TARP, in my opinion, Senator Dodd was hung out to dry by folks from the Treasury Department. He is the person that fought to put those caps in, and he is the person who we're going to be counting on to make sure that taxpayers are protected and that that money is recovered. I think that some of these issues, as you just did, get conflated from time to time for political gain.
Did you feel that the first version of TARP had enough protections in there to force banks getting this money to lend the money rather than use it to buy other banks?
I don't think that there's enough protections, and I'm frustrated with the Treasury Department overall.
But you don't think Senator Dodd had any role in that as head of the Senate Banking Committee?
Well, I can answer that, too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me continue this. All of Congress and the Bush administration had a role within that. But in my reading of history and all within that, folks were showing you have a gun to your head. Within the next 24 hours, the economy is going to blow up and sink, and give us this blank check. And I know that the person that slowed it down and put the protections in that were in there within the Senate that first go-round was Senator Dodd.
So if a Republican whom you disagree with on the issues was regulating a bank and getting a favorable terms on a mortgage that the rest of the public couldn't get, would that concern you?
That would concern me, but my read of that and what I have seen is that it wasn't a favorable rate and that people could get that rate. So that's something else that there is an independent investigation going on at this time. And when we went after John Rowland, we pushed for the investigation. When we went after Lou DeLuca, we pushed for the investigation, and we let those go through the process. My read of what happened with Senator Dodd on that was there wasn't a favorable rate. Time will tell.
Wait, one more thing. If John Rowland had come in, let's say the cottage scandal that you were talking about, if he had come and said to reporters 8 months later, here's a copy of the legal documents from that transaction, you can look at them while we're in the room, but we're taking them back, you can't take them with you. Would you have considered that transparent?
I considered it transparent when I shared net amounts tax returns. So I've got to remain consistent. The investigators should be able to look at them longer. For media, that was long enough.
I'm proud of the entire record going back on the bankruptcy legislation and all of this, predating all of these activities over 20 years in this committee, having run the subcommittee on consumer protection. Years and talking about truth in lending, an issue after an issue over the years. I know Johnny come lately to these issues at all.